Time for Nix to take care of business. He's heading straight for that fire hydrant. And just like that, boom! Nick sparks something magical. Welcome to Yoldai's Pet Corner, where every pet moment is special.
Have you ever locked eyes with an animal and felt like it was judging your life choices? Yeah, that's a Rhesus monkey. They're bold, curious, and somehow always know when you're holding snacks. But here's the wild part. These same monkeys didn't just conquer cities and jungles. They helped launch humanity into space. From crowded markets and sacred temples to laboratories and launch pads, this is the Rhesus monkey's unbelievable journey. Let's go. Rhesus monkeys live closer to us than almost any other wild primate, adapting to cities, temples, farms, and forests. They raid fruit stalls, race across power lines, sit on shrine steps, sharing our neighborhoods and our stories. But one species did more than coexist. It stepped into a far riskier role. In the tense early space race, Rhesus monkeys became biological pathfinders, strapped into capsules, spun in centrifuges, tracked by blinking consoles and recovery crews. So how did a monkey from the streets of Asia end up shaping space science? Where do Rhesus monkeys live? Across Asia. Let's zoom in on the map. They're native to India, Nepal, Bangladesh, China, and Myanmar, plus parts of Southeast Asia. You'll find them in forests, grasslands, cities, temple complexes, and farms. Hidden wonder. They're among the most adaptable mammals, surviving freezing mountains and tropical heat, thriving alongside people. From snow-lined villages to bustling streets and quiet fields, they sometimes live closer to us than our neighbors. Rhesus monkeys are omnivores, built for options, forests, fields, cities. They eat what the season offers and keep moving. Fruits, seeds, leaves, flowers and buds. Quick bites, quick energy, picked with nimble hands and stored for later. Nuts and grains from fields and markets, snatched, pouched fast, chewed later. Roots and tubers, tough stems. Bark when times are lean. Dig, pry, peel, fiber that fills the gap. They raid ripe crops, wheat, rice, corn. Opportunists when seasons shift. Protein boost, insects, beetles, ants, grasshoppers, and sometimes eggs or tiny vertebrates. Snap, stash, gone. Around people, they raid crops and grab snacks. Street food bins drop fruit. Fast hands, faster exits. Cheek pouches are the secret weapon. Grab now, chew later. Stuffed on the run, emptied in safety. Wet or dry seasons, they pivot. Figs 1 month, seeds the next, and grain when harvests spill. Forests, farms, temples, train stations. Their menu tracks opportunity. Wild plants to human leftovers, whatever works. Flexible digestion helps. Microbes and enzymes handling fiber. Fruit sugars, even oily snacks. It's why they flourish where others fail. Switch the foods, keep the calories, stay adaptable in any crowd. In towns, menus change daily. Whatever fuels the troop survives. That's the omnivore's edge. Rhesus monkeys live in large troops, sometimes over 100. Their society is highly structured and female-led. Mothers pass rank to daughters within tight matrilines. Rank shapes daily life. Subtle stares, display postures, and small displacements keep order as individuals read the room. They communicate with expressive faces, vocal calls, and body language. But grooming is the glue. It lowers stress hormones, builds alliances, and strengthens bonds across families. And they remember friends and rivals for years. Rhesus monkeys never forget a face, which means if you annoyed one, it's personal. Thanks for watching so far. If you're enjoying this deep dive, hit like and subscribe. And stick around, because next, we're heading somewhere no monkey had ever gone before. In the 1940s through the 1960s, scientists raced to learn how spaceflight would affect living bodies, gravity shifts, heart rates, oxygen use, and stress. Rhesus monkeys were chosen, physiology close to ours, highly trainable, and nervous system responses that mirror human reactions under load. They practiced in restraint chairs, rode centrifuges, endured vibration tests, and learned simple tasks: pressing levers and breathing through masks during simulated flight. Several Rhesus flew on early U.S. missions, returning data mid-flight: heart rhythm, oxygen consumption, respiration, proof that survival in space was possible. Those readings improved capsule design, life support systems, and safety protocols. They weren't just passengers, they shaped human spaceflight. Our journey continues, this time into modern science. Meet the Rhesus macaque, a cornerstone of research that advances neuroscience, behavior, aging, immunology, and social stress. Because their brains, senses, and social lives resemble ours, they reveal insights no computer model can fully match. Carefully designed studies, many observational or non-invasive, help explain how attention works, how memory forms, how vaccines protect, and how stress shapes health across a lifetime. That knowledge feeds medicine from lab bench to clinic. In neuroscience, Rhesus studies map vision, decision-making, and attention. Trained monkeys interact with touch screens while eye tracking records where they look. Neural signals show how the brain selects and remembers. Non-invasive methods like fMRI and high-resolution imaging reveal networks in action, while carefully monitored electrophysiology clarifies how single cells encode choices. These discoveries inform treatments for disorders that affect focus, perception, and movement. Findings translate to clinics, guiding treatments for attention, movement, and perception disorders worldwide. Carefully controlled studies test vaccines and delivery methods, measuring immune strength and safety. Field observations complement lab data, linking wild social life to stress, health, and development. Immunology and aging research rely on Rhesus macaques too. Their immune responses help test vaccines and therapies for viruses and respiratory diseases under strict oversight. Longitudinal studies follow individuals across decades to track cognition, immunity, and metabolism as they age, pinpointing early biomarkers and resilience factors that guide preventive care in humans. Long-term projects track individuals for years, aging of cognition, immunity, and metabolism, pinpointing early biomarkers and resilience that guide preventive care in humans. Rhesus societies also illuminate stress and mental health. Observing family bonds, dominance, and cooperation shows how early experiences and social support shape the brain, hormones, and behavior, insights that translate to anxiety, depression, and resilience research. Methods today emphasize refinement and welfare. Many tasks are voluntary and reward-based. Animals are trained to cooperate with imaging and sampling, with enrichment, species-appropriate housing, and veterinary care. Independent committees review studies, applying the 3 Rs: replace, reduce, refine, so work proceeds only when necessary, with the least impact and the most information gained. Field sites, like island populations, complement lab data by revealing natural behavior, development, and social networks across generations. Together, these approaches create a fuller picture of mind, body, and society. Ethics guide every step. Independent committees enforce the 3 Rs: replace, reduce, refine. Many tasks are voluntary and reward-based. Animals choose, with enrichment and veterinary care. Transparent data sharing and better housing raise welfare while improving rigor and reproducibility. You'll find this work at universities and research centers, campus labs, primate research facilities, and field stations, where scientists, veterinarians, and caregivers collaborate. The goal is clear: improve human health and better protect primate health, using data that carefully bridge lab, clinic, and wild habitats. Emerging tech expands what we can learn humanely. Wireless sensors track natural movement, advanced imaging maps circuits without surgery, and large behavioral datasets pair with AI to reveal patterns we'd miss by eye. Rhesus research guides brain-computer interfaces, vision restoration, and strategies to manage heat stress, infection, and aging. Advances built on transparency, data sharing, and rigorous standards. That's why Rhesus macaques remain central to science today. Close enough to model human biology, studied with care to answer questions that matter about brains, bodies, vaccines, stress, and aging. Ethical, evidence-driven, and collaborative, this work keeps turning careful observation into real-world impact. Here's the human connection. Rhesus monkeys mirror us, empathy and aggression, cooperation and curiosity, remarkably adaptable, thriving in our chaos. Watch them share food, settle scuffles, then forage together. Social rules negotiated on the fly, bonds repaired, the group moving as one. Curiosity drives learning. Youngsters testing boundaries, adults inspecting cameras and bags, mapping risks and rewards like we do. In cities they adapt, rooftops, markets, traffic, finding niches beside us. It's a mirror we can't ignore. They read our world and endure it. Here's the reveal. Rhesus monkeys didn't just help humans reach space, they helped us understand ourselves. Their behavior shaped psychology, their biology shaped medicine, their bravery shaped exploration. They were pioneers. If you enjoyed this story, subscribe for more science-based wildlife deep dives. And don't forget, tomorrow is Training Day Tuesday, where we break down animal behavior, learning, and intelligence in a fun, practical way. Thanks for watching. And remember, sometimes the smallest explorers make the biggest impact. Subscribe and share. See you tomorrow.
Woke up to a monkey on my head, stealing all the blankets off my bed. He's singing cereal, screaming, let's play. Dude, it's barely even halfway through the day. Why does every week begin with the chaos winning in? 'Cause it's just another monkey Monday. Bananas on the runway. Wish I had a normal day, but no, monkey wants a fun day. It's just another monkey Monday. It's just another monkey Monday.
On nights like this, dogs and cats shiver in the cold, but they don't wait alone. Kind hands bring blankets and hope, then carry them inside to safety. A warm checkup, gentle care, and a bowl of food. Every small kindness keeps a life warm. Donate to your local animal shelter, and Merry Christmas.